Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the evidence you're about to present in the matter now hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Your Honor, are you judging me? And no law is above God's law. So I cannot honor any of your laws. It supersedes every single law that you guys have given me. I am friends with the IRS.
If you enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. Now let's jump back into today's video because we've got a wild court hearing lined up. This absolutely insane woman in the top left corner is in court for failing to pay $2,000 in court fees. Her entire defense? That she's not a citizen and that God's law is above all other laws. Keep in mind, she's also shoplifted and committed other offenses. The judge here has a really no-nonsense attitude, and it's hilarious watching him react to her nonsense. In the end, he gives her a pretty serious sentence, which honestly, she deserves, because she's clearly out of her mind. Big shout out to court nerds for this clip. I'll chime in throughout the video, but let's dive into this hearing of a woman trying to plead her case, only to get shut down by both her attorney and the judge.
We're asking that Ms. Lott is incarcerated until the $2,755.40 is paid, Your Honor. And Your Honor, I am asking for attorney fees for today, Your Honor, and even me having to file this motion and continue to, I guess, seek attorney fees from Ms. Lott, Your Honor.
What are you asking for today?
Your Honor, for today, Your Honor, I'm asking for $1,500, Your Honor. And I can provide my affidavit to the court, Your Honor. We had to communicate with the court, Your Honor. I've been practicing law since 2008, Your Honor. I've been in good standing since that time. Your Honor, I charge my client a flat fee of the $1,500 just to try to see, just so we can file this motion for incarceration.
All right, Ms. Lott, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the evidence you're about to present in the matter now hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Your Honor, are you judging me?
If you want to call it that, but I assume you want to testify on your own behalf.
Yes, I do. And if the attorney is not going to be sworn in, that is a conflict of interest. And I have filed motions. I filed a quo warranto because I have searched for law licenses and I have not found any. There's been no true judges since 1789. And the United States filed a Chapter 11 in 1933, which lost their sovereignty as a government. So I can't even be heard here. I have asked the court to provide me documentation stating that this is an Article 3 court. I have not gotten anything back from the judge with any type of documentation from the Attorney General, from the Secretary of State. You guys have not had permission to try me, and no law is above God's law. So I cannot honor any of your laws. It supersedes every single law that you guys have given me. I have tried to settle this in court. I have filed a fiduciary relationship, 56. I am friends with the IRS. I have attempted to settle with the $20 money order because there is no money with the court, and everything was sent back. So rejection of payment is payment, Your Honor. And my religion strongly prohibits any satanic laws or rituals, and I cannot serve two masters. So either I don't even know what to do here in this matter, because I have asked to be tried in an Article 3 court. This is not a court of equity. God's law trumps all laws made by man. God also says no man should be judged or you will be judged. This is my religion. I have not broken any of God's laws. I have not committed any crimes. I have not harmed my offspring. I am the first lien holder on my child's estate. So there is nothing that I can do for Miss LaFleur, and I will not be paying it because my God told me not to. He gave me the instructions on what to do, and you guys refused it. You guys refused my quo warranto because it wasn't written in the way that you accepted, but I am not under your laws. I am friends with the IRS. I have sent out my documentation. I have my own contract with myself. I don't have a contract with you guys. I have not signed anything, and I am not a 14th Amendment corporate war citizen. I am a natural person. That is what I have to say.
You have any questions for Ms. Lott, Ms. St. Fleur?
Yes, Ms. Lott, were you present in court for the petition for a legitimation with Tariq Crump?
Ms. LaFleur, can you provide me your...
It's St. Fleur. It's St. Fleur. It's not Little Fleur. We're gonna quote all of these articles, make sure you get my name right. It's St. Fleur.
St. Fleur.
It's St. Fleur. Well, just were you in court? I mean, I'm not sure if any of the articles could tell me, but were you in court?
Questions. I have no further answers for any of your questions. I said what I said. This law does not trump God's law. I'm under God's law, and that's it.
Well,
She honestly said a whole lot of nothing. I don't know how the judge kept a straight face. Maybe because he's seen it all, or maybe this girl is just on a whole different level of delusion. I get the basic idea behind sovereign citizen arguments. Nobody wants to be controlled by the government. But when you're actively breaking the law by shoplifting and not paying court fees, the system has every right to hold you accountable. Her argument here is pointless because she clearly committed a crime. If she was framed, I'd understand the sovereign citizen defense, but no, she's just delusional. Honestly, I'm not sure if she's pretending to be crazy or genuinely unwell, but my guess is she's actually unstable. Based on this Zoom hearing, I think she needs to be locked up and evaluated because her mindset is unbelievable. It's kind of laughable the judge didn't say more earlier, but this is what happens nowadays with all the victim complexes and media influences. Look, I'm not pro-government or blindly pro-law, but at some point, you've got to own your actions. This girl, straight up loony. Let's move to the second half where the judge absolutely destroys her and hands down a harsh sentence.
you had 10 days to pay this $2,755.40. Do you have any proof that any payment was made?
I have the proof here, and this was sent back to me. This is the money order that I sent to the court.
It's that $20 thing you said?
Yes, it is. That is the settlement that is written in your laws. I did send the thing. They rescind it back, and refusal of payment is payment, so I will handle it with the IRS from here.
Well, $20 doesn't equal $2,755.40.
Or any court fees cannot supersede to $20, and that is what I paid as a natural person. I don't know about any U.S. citizen. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm a natural person and a private American. I've not committed any crimes under God's law. I have not stolen. I have not beared false witnesses. I have not killed anyone. I have not dishonored my mother and my father, and I have not put any man before God, and I will not put any of you guys before God either.
All right, Ms. Lott, I'm going to find you in contempt of court for failure to pay the $2,755.40. Order you incarcerated, that is jailed, until you've paid the money.
I will be taking it up with the IRS, and I will be filing liens because you guys do not have liens over myself, my estate, or my child. So,
We'll take it up with the sheriff first.
oh, I will not, because the sheriff does not have any jurisdiction.
Turn yourself in, the sheriff will come out and arrest you.
Jurisdiction over me, and the sheriff does not have any jurisdiction over
That's
me.
fine. Once you're released, I'll give you 90 days to pay an additional $1,500 for attorney's fees incurred by the plaintiff for today's proceeding. And I'll ask Ms. St. Fleur to submit the order.
Will do, Your Honor.
And include in that, the sheriff will notify the court when Ms. Lott has been arrested.
And you guys provide me with evidence that you are Article 3 court and not a military court.
And we'll send you a copy of it.
I really don't get her play here. She thought she could just act crazy and get away with it, but this is exactly what you'd expect from someone not in their right mind. The 6-month sentence for not paying the $2,000 court fees, well deserved. This girl is a textbook victim mentality case, a loony bin with a sense of entitlement. You see this kind of attitude way too often now. On the flip side, props to the judge for handling this like a pro. He kept it cool, barely said anything, and just focused on the facts. I wish more people had that no-nonsense approach instead of letting emotions run wild. She could have had legal help, but she chose to play crazy, and it backfired. I don't get why anyone would rather go to jail than just pay a fine. If she'd been reasonable, maybe she could have avoided jail time. Personally, I think prison can change people, but I'm skeptical if it will help her. She seems set in her arrogant, narcissistic ways, thinking she's above everyone else and that she's untouchable because of her God's law nonsense. To end on a positive note, if you stay out of trouble, you won't have to pretend to be crazy. People like this refuse to own their mistakes and hide behind victim complexes. And that's just nonsense. Most people have control over their lives if they choose not to commit crimes. All right, that's my breakdown. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know what kind of content you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.